Some breaking news happening just 20 minutes ago. The push to change the congressional districts in favor of the Republicans in Indiana has died.
As we said, it's now over, defeated by lawmakers after a long debate today and even threats to some of those lawmakers, including the governor. Here's how the final vote came down in Indianapolis.
19 ayes, 31 noes. This bill has been defeated. No, please stay quiet in gallery. Thank you.
Huge crowds of spectators and protesters have been witnessing every step of this. Indiana Senate defeating the effort to redraw the maps, which would have lumped southern Indiana counties with South Indianapolis. The ones in our area would be reporting to Indianapolis if it had changed. Lawmakers were strongly pushed to consider the new maps by President Donald Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance, who visited Indianapolis.
Well, just after 4:30 p.m., the Senate voted 31-19, you heard it, against House Bill 1032. More Indiana Senate Republicans voted against the bill than for it.
And we right now want to pick up our coverage with WHAS 11's Travis Breeze and senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton in Indianapolis. They have been following a long day of heavy debate.
Yeah, so Travis, describe the voting and the reaction for us.
Connie and Doug, there was a lot of hushed conversations between Republican senators throughout this afternoon trying to add up the numbers. How close were they? As you said, Connie, there are 40 Republican members of the Senate and only 19 votes for this measure. So over half of the caucus voted against it. There was a lot of discussion about who has allegiance to President Trump. Are we doing this for President Trump? Or are we doing this to respond after several Democratic states had done the same thing, such as California or Illinois in previous years? One of the Republican senators who fought the hardest for this was Senator Michael Young of Indianapolis. I asked him in the hallway afterwards what he thought about the Senate leadership and the vote. Senator, is this going to lead to any divisions within the party?
I don't know, but who are you with?
WHAS 11 in Louisville in southern Indiana.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I don't know. The other side won. We don't tend to be too upset about it, so our side.
Do you think that this chamber and the leadership of this chamber did all that it could to try to get this passed?
No, they did all they could to kill it.
So strong words from Senator Young right there, insinuating that the Senate leadership did not try hard enough to get this map passed through. As we said, several Republicans voted against this, some of them saying they support President Trump on the whole, but their voters in their district did not want this.
I'm a Christian first, then an American, then a conservative, then a Republican. In that order. I'm also a Hoosier, through and through. The consensus of Hoosiers in District 38 is to vote against HB 1032.
That was Senator Gary Good you just heard from right there. Senator Gaskill, who was the manager of this bill in the Senate, said that, quote, the second Civil War has already started, and he was saying that Democrats had started it with some of the things that they had been saying on Capitol Hill. He was trying to energize his colleagues to say, we are standing up, we're voting in lockstep with our Republican colleagues in D.C. The message did not get through to enough of them. So people are still filing out of the chambers right now. Senate President Bray was asked, is this going to come up again? Have we potentially set a precedent that we're going to revisit mid-decade redistricting every 5 years? He said, I hope that that doesn't happen. So for now, the Senate is now officially supposed to come back on January 5th. In Indianapolis with senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton, Travis Breeze, WHAS 11 on your side.
Travis, very good coverage there. Tremendous interview there, tracking him down in the hallway saying they did everything to kill it. Well, new tonight, a southern Indiana lawmaker says he got a bomb threat at his home because of how he voted on the state's redistricting bill. We're talking about Representative Ed Clear, Republican from New Albany, who's been a strong opponent of the redistricting plan. despite the pressure from President Donald Trump and the administration.
Well, today, Indiana State Police confirmed a threat was made against Clear just days after he voted against approving those new maps. ISP says a search of the home found nothing, but our station in Indianapolis says the governor also got threats.